Well, it's still Saturday. 2 videos uploaded. Got onto the wine. Oh, so 2 videos uploaded. This is the 3rd video of the Ripon Cathedral. It's when I go down into the crypt. This is the one that I say St. Winifred on. It's not St. Winifred, it's St. Wilfred. That says don't know, brain. Just sort of switched off. A couple of interesting things in this video. Obviously you've seen the pictures, details what the crypt is. There's also a woman that comes down halfway through, gives a talk to some tourists, if you like, giving you a bit of the history of this crypt. There's at one point where I'm sat down and I'm saying, you know, it feels a bit weird and stuff, and I say something like it's not paranormal, and then you hear me say hello. At that point I was positive I heard somebody sigh, and I'm not talking one of those ghosts, I'm talking like that. I put it down to, you know, people moving upstairs, blah blah blah. You hear me try to give an explanation. But when I came to watch the video back, you'll see my camera's in focus. I think I'm pointing at the altar. Then it starts going out of focus, into focus. Like it's trying to focus on something that's there. Thought it a bit strange. Cameras shouldn't do that. Was I particularly worried while I'm watching it? No. I mean, it's a cathedral. If there is anything there, what is there to hurt me, type of thing. I just thought it was a bit strange after me hearing this side. Then the camera started focusing, trying to focus on something that wasn't there, and it shouldn't have done because I was stood. You can see it. I'm stood there still with the camera pointing while I'm talking, but then all of a sudden it's trying to focus on something else. So like I said, this is the 3rd video. I'm going to get it uploaded. And who knows, I might even do the epilogue before going to bed. Because like I said, you know, I work nights, so I might even do sort of the last chapter, the epilogue, before I go to bed. If I do that, I'll speak to you in about 20 minutes. Okie doke. Oops. Right, we are going down here. We'll go down and have a look. This is well, if you've looked at the pictures you'll see what this is. Oh crikeys. Mr. Joe Kersey said, get down there, get down there. No, he didn't. He wouldn't do anything like that. It's underground crypt from church. Oh crikeys. I don't know how much of this you're making out in the darkness. If there's holes in the walls like that, I presume they would have had candles or lanterns in there. Oh, all to do with St. Winifred. Oh my God. It's like I don't want to say too much to be disrespectful, but it's like a small chapel. It is. There's actually a seat here if you want to sit. They've actually put an altar in there. And I wouldn't exactly describe it as an icon. in the apse there. It is. It's a bit of a strange feeling. I'm not talking paranormal, but it's. Hello? There's noises coming from above the church, but it's actually quite a bit of a strange feeling. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's just a stone pillar. It is quite relaxing. Oh, someone picked me up. It is.
One little step.
Hang on, I'm going to pause this for a second. Let these other people pass.
172. He had been to Rome, as Derek said. He went to Rome 3 times before he built the cathedral, and they believe that he obviously saw other crypts there, but he built it this size to replicate the tomb in which they believe Jesus was laid after the crucifixion, which is why it's this size. And interesting, although northern raiders, we say they might be Vikings, but we don't know, came and destroyed the massive, wonderful Romanesque church that he had built, they didn't damage this, which is quite interesting, considering they were pagans, whether they were hedging their bets or they respected it for some other reason, we don't know. And we think there was probably just a sort of wooden hut with a thatched roof up above the entrance, because if there hadn't have been, obviously water would have rushed down and it would gradually have degraded, wouldn't it? And the reason for these steps, they think that there was probably another entrance in, because the next part that was built in 1080 is on the south side of the cathedral. I'm walking back that way. So that was the next part that was built. So there was just this crypt with something over the top, and then they started the new building just over to the south side. And of course it would have been very beautiful in Wilfred's time. There would have been brocade and velvet and flickering lights in all these little niches, just a little wax oil lamp. Yeah. And they would keep relics here, like the bone of a saint or a bit of hair or something. And when they went out to evangelise, because it was all like a wild area, it was all forested obviously, they would take something like that with them to start a new church. And that obviously had great significance to them. This is an alabaster. I know you're into carving, but it's actually an alabaster. Absolutely priceless. It's behind bulletproof glass. We've got about 4 that have been restored, and they were hidden at the Reformation. They think under the Dean's stall, and somebody, you see, when Henry's men were coming to destroy everything, all our windows were broken, and all the statues destroyed, the statues in the screen, obviously all destroyed. But somebody, on pain of death, hid them away somewhere. And they were found many hundreds of years later, which is very special. So Christ arising from the tomb. So very, very special that. So normally...
Right, there's some more information from you. Wonderful lady, full of information. But for some reason up here is closed, but I'm going to take you up to so you could see. We've got to go back the way we've come, but usually the outwards way is up here, but the door's closed because they've just had a recital on, so they've kept it closed because it comes out right next to the main altar area, the choir area. Well, what a wonderful lady with all the information. I found that quite interesting. hope you appreciate the fact that I've come down. You know I'm not into confined spaces and stuff like that, but into the Saxon Crypt. St Wilfred. Okie doke. Right, unfortunately I've been told that the door is now open. There's the staircase that we're filming up. Saxon Crypt. And it just comes out the entrance of the archway that leads into the choir area. So if I back up, there's the door there from the previous video. If you've all watched it, that's where I am. So that's the exit there. What a wonderful lady. Just chatted to her and put my arm around her. That was absolutely fantastic information. I would never have guessed all that information. I gave her a kiss. Yeah, I'm gay, but once you get somebody as wonderful as that, what's the problem? Right then. And I love the ceilings. I absolutely, let's see if I can get it. Love the ceilings. Okie doke.